why I started music, to tell my story, because I've been through so much in my life. So it was a way for me to really be able to communicate through sound.
Welcome to Namibian this morning. You're listening to Adora in the morning, and this morning I'm super stoked and very excited because it's actually the first time in a couple of weeks that we're having someone in studio for Nam Beats. And this little girl, oh my goodness, I can't believe I'm doing this whole interview because she grew up right in front of me, and she's a young and vibrant Namibian artist, and her name is Emma, and she was a participant in the International Modeling and Talent Association convention, which was held in New York City, and released her first song in 2021. And she is currently working on so much happening for her, but she's here to tell us all about herself and everything. Emma, good morning.
Good morning.
How you doing, girl? I'm
great.
good.
I'm so good. I'm so happy to be here.
Thank you for coming. Very
you for
excited to be
inviting
talking to
me.
you. Thank you so much. And we're going to go straight into it. I mean, a lot of people are probably like, Emma, who's Emma? Please introduce yourself.
Hi everyone and everyone listening. I am Emma. I'm a singer / model / actress, dancer. Yeah, that is really me. You'll get to know more as we go on.
Yeah,
I don't want to give too much too soon.
So you mentioned that you do quite a few things,
Yes,
and
I do.
music is definitely at the core of a lot of this for
Yes,
you.
it is.
But when did this start for you, and how did you get into it in the first place?
So music has been a part of my life since a very, very young age. My family from my dad's side is literally within the music industry, so it's something I've grew up with. So it was really, for me, it was just something I fell in love with, and I just had to start in the music industry. So it really just started from a very young age, but I only started producing music in 2021. So it's been a part of my life for as long as I've known. Yeah.
Why did you start doing music? I mean, you mentioned it's part of the family,
Yeah.
but everyone's story is sort of linked to that.
Yeah.
The why is a little different sometimes. But why was it for you?
Yeah, so music is how I tell my story. And that was the main reason why I started music, to tell my story, because I've been through so much in my life. So it was a way for me to really be able to communicate through sound, not only because music sounds good, but a lot of people listen to it, so you can reach out to a lot of people through music. So that was really the main reason, to really inspire young kids, and tell them that
Find
their
comfort
dreams are,
as
yeah,
well.
definitely. Yeah.
Because I mean, I had a conversation with another friend a few days ago about the power of sound, and sometimes it's not even about the words. How many times do we find ourselves nodding and dancing to a song, or just feeling a song emotionally without understanding what it actually means? And it could be anything from just
literally
gibberish to whatever language.
Music
right?
has such amazing power. It really, really does. Sound is just the most amazing thing that's been created.
Let's talk a little bit about your experience in New York. Now, you took part in a Modeling and Talent Association convention.
Yes, I
Let's
did.
unpack that a little bit, because I feel like, yes, from me, because I know so much about you, it might be a little, I might be a little biased when it comes to the type of questions. But for those who don't know, let's talk a little bit about that experience for you.
Okay, so the International Arts and Talent Association is in New York. So how that started about was I signed with an agency called 33andMe in South Africa, and basically they had a link with the IMTA. So honestly, if I may say, New York was a dream of mine since a very young age. I didn't believe it, but when I stood in Times Square, that one day I was like, wow,
We're here.
So the agency took us there to New York. There are a lot of producers, modeling agencies, like you get to network a lot. It was honestly such an amazing experience for me because I really learned a lot from a lot of people, met people from all over the world. It was just really a great experience.
What was the role as Emma for IMTA for that time in New York for you? Did you go there to just sing? I mean, you mentioned that you were a jack of pretty much everything. So what was it that, what were the core things you were focusing on representing the IMTA? Yes.
So the core things were definitely modeling and singing. Yes, those were my core things. So they have like different categories. You have like runway, you have commercial, all of those things. You have model spot. So it's just different things that are within the whole modeling thing. And then with singing, we had 3 different rounds. So after everyone goes through the first round, and then at the second round, you just get, it's like certain people that get picked. We call it the intermediate round. So yeah, and then it's the final. So it was like 5 of us at the final. It was really crazy to me that I was in the top 5 because it was people from all over the world, and there were talented people there. So it was really God's grace that brought me there, honestly.
Look at you, man. Look at you. So, I mean, music is why you are here today.
Yeah.
Talk us through that, or describe the music that you typically create. Because, I mean, for those who don't know or haven't heard your music, they won't be able to tell. But talk us through that typical, sound that you're going for, Emma.
Okay, so definitely my sound is like R&B, trap, soul. That's definitely me. When I spit on the mic, let me say that. I love that slow feel, but also sometimes it's slow but upbeat. So that's really just my sound. Definitely R&B.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the challenges. I mean, as a female artist, as such a young creative in the music industry, let's talk about the challenges for you. I mean, you mentioned that you recorded your very first single in 2021, and since then it's just been, let's see how it goes. But let us know what the challenges have been for you in the music industry.
Definitely being underestimated, because as an upcoming artist, people people will be like, we don't know you, so we don't bother to know you. So definitely being underestimated. And also, collaborating with people. Not everyone wants to collaborate with upcoming artists. They really want, people that are already known. So, and Namibia's entertainment industry is not as broad yet. So it's also very difficult. You have to slowly build yourself up here.
And find your feet as well.
Yeah, definitely. So,
now, what was the best advice you got from someone starting off in the music industry?
Actually. So, the best advice I got was from my cousin, Adora. Never stop believing in yourself. You are gonna get obstacles on the way, but you're gonna overcome them. It's part of the journey. So never give up on your craft. That was the best advice, and I keep that to my heart to this very day. So thank you, Adora.
Such a humbling thing to say. So now we get into the song, and I'm dying to play the song because I heard Nana. No way. Let's go back into what? Where can the listeners who might not catch this one right now would love to hear it one more time?
So it is on YouTube and also on SoundCloud.
Your YouTube channel?
It's Emma Konjore.
Emma Konjore on YouTube. Go look for her. Go find her, and don't say I didn't plug you. That's about her love for music and her journey as a upcoming musician. And here she is with her song. Would you love to introduce her?
Yes. It's Emma Can't Describe, Fit Low Key.
Here we go.
99 FM's Beat.